Right, so I've been requested to do some CLL walkthrough souls, and so I'm going to, because people using CLL is quite common at the moment. It's like a good middle ground between Ortega and full EG, and a lot of people when they're learning it will use CLL for most of their souls, and so a lot of these souls, since I'm not really big on using CLL anymore, they will not be one-looked. I mean, some will, but sometimes it's quite a lot of moves into a layer. And so, when it comes to moves for a layer, I tend to just go for something that I know I can execute fast. And so I've got this case, which I'm definitely considering. Pretty much the second I see this, I can either do green or orange, but I've also seen this. And actually that's what I'm going to go for. So the first thing I'm going to say is I'm going to be using anti-CLL in this, because I think everyone who uses CLL should learn anti-CLL, and in this case I will be able to one-look it. And I'm not going to say what it is because it's stupid to explain what CLLs are. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, and I'm going to create a diagonal side, and so it's this, this, this and this. And here you would just be inserting this, but since this is here, you can do R, U, R, like this. And if you want to do anti-CLL, the normal CLL will be from here, but the opposite one, because, in fact, yeah, so the opposite of that case would be this one, where it's going up this way. And so if you solve the opposite of that case here, you'll get just diagonal, diagonal, and you can do R2, F2, R2, and that solves it. And so, simple. Next scramble. Right, red's an easy side, but not a good layer. Okay, there's a pretty easy layer on white here, and you can kind of one-look it too. And so what you need to do is align this like this, and the way you kind of recognise this is when you got two facing out like that, and this down here is pretty easy to recognise. And I'm going to match this up with this one here, and then there's this and this and this three-move case like that, and then CLL is just here. And for AUF on this CLL, so this CLL is the one that's just it's the mirror of this one, and so it's done on the left. And we know that this one's going to stay exactly where it is, and since it has to go here, we just do a U prime afterwards. So yeah, pretty simple. Right, unfortunately we can't take the easy two-move side into a really good, well, I say really good, it's an okay EG case, so that's a shame. However, what can I do? So pretty much, yeah, I'm going to rule out yellow and green straight away. So what I probably do is anti-CLL again, and for this one, what I do is, since I've got these two opposite here and these two opposite here, I'll do R, U to R prime, F, like this. So I'll put it here, like that. Another way you can do it is have it here and do R, U to R prime, F2. But I'll do it from here, because that gives me a better anti-CLL. Because this one's just, you recognise by the fact that you got these two opposite and these two opposite, that it's the pure case, and so it's just the one it would be if they were just twisted around like that. And so obviously the opposite of this would be diagonal. And diagonal it actually cancels quite well, and so instead of doing R2, F2, R2, you're going to cancel this, and you're going to do R, and when you get here, you'll cancel into R2, B2, R2, like this. And it's pretty easy for anti-CLL. So we got our one mover into, it's not even a great EG, but yeah, orange isn't bad. Not great from the perspective of one looking. We've also got white would be okay for EG. Green would be okay for EG. But I can switch this now. Yeah, so green, probably normally people wouldn't see this, but in this case you can do F prime like this and it'll match this up into that. Now, of course, I can't do that here because that'll create an EG one, but I can just swap these two positions because they're like diagonal from each other. So I'll just do R2, F prime, U2, R, and get an easy CLL. And I know the opposite of this bar is going to be in the front, and so white, and white's here, so just do a U afterwards. So you probably really should be one looking solves here. So, because it's literally just two moves. So I'm not going to really explain. I'll just say that this bar yellow is going to be here, so it's a U prime AUF. Oops. So here we can't really do this because it's a pretty bad idea. Red's also not great, so though this is here, it would take a lot of moves. Could do it. It's kind of going to be a last resort here because there's hopefully going to be something more efficient. So, okay, I see something more efficient. It's not perfectly efficient, but what I can do is I can move this over so that when I place this in here for blue, I get this facing up, which is good. If I put it over here and then I match it with this one, I get a bar like that. And then I still don't know a good CLL from that case. Okay, so probably doing yellow. Let's just check other stuff. Yeah, yellow's pretty good. So yellow is just pretty much the thing I set up to in the last one. So I can see this is orange, this is orange. So if I put this over here, I match them into a bar, and then it's diagonal soon. Okay. So this is pretty good for. This is like a really good scramble if you use EG, but for CLL I can make it okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from here. I'm going to place this with F2, and what that does is it sets up to an easy this case, which you insert these together with R, U2, R. And then just this CLL. Okay, so here I'm gonna one look this one because it's pretty easy to one look, and I can one look, yeah. And this would be the solution I would do anyway, so that's cool. So what I can see is it's going to be a T case like this. No, it's not. Never mind. But this U case. And something for anti-CLL is you need to know if you swap before or after the algorithm. So doing the opposite algorithm to this would be pretty bad. But if I do R2, B2, R2 first, I get this easy CLL like this. And so the final solution to the entire thing, like that. It's not that efficient, I did it pretty badly there, but it's okay. So I probably won't be doing too many more. This is a case that's quite nice. I'll set it up like this. This normally looks quite bad. If you got the bar in the back like this, I kind of just check that these two are the same colours. And then here, if you do, I can also one look it pretty much. I know this is going to be back here, and that this is going to be like just twisted round. And so I can kind of one look it from here. It's not a great CLL, but it'll be fine. I'll be from the correct angle. So you just do R, U, R prime like this, and then F2, and just a J prime. I know people would normally think that's bad, but it's not quite great. So on this last one, I'll do the exact same thing, just mirrored onto the left, so I'm not going to go into explanation. And then here, I'll just kind of recognise from this angle. So for CLLs like this, you check the two on top, and then if it's at the other angle, it's just the other case. So here, it looks like this case. In fact, I'll set it up in green as well. So it looks like it's this case where they're opposite and this is the same as this, or the same as that one. But in actual fact, a way you can tell if it's at the other angle where they're facing out this way and this way, then you know it's just the opposite case to that. So that's just something I've kind of realised. So hopefully this is helpful. It's good to just know a few easy cases. I've got some other walkthroughs, so if I do any interesting CLL solutions in there, might be useful, I suppose. But other than that, thanks for watching, and I hope this was helpful.